Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a review of There Is No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless, or you can call it Watanabe, episode 12. This is the last episode, guys, and I'm sad to see this show go. But I ain't sad because we're getting another sequel of this show. Finally, some praise on the Yuriness that it is this show. Look, let me tell you something, guys. Yuri anime. I feel Yuri anime needs some respect and some loving. In fact, I believe that Yuri anime needs some love and respect to everybody who like can't understand girl love animes. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm gonna be straight honest before I do this review. I'm gonna be straight honest. When like every season anime, we're gonna get the most common basic things. The shonen and the isekai. Those like the top two things that we're gonna get in every season. That's okay. But rom-coms, Yuri Yaoi animes, they need some respect. And Yuri animes feel like it's on the bottom of bottom of the genres. Like slice of life, but still, Yuri animes need some love and respect because Yuri animes, I feel like when people watch Yuri animes, they can't handle it. They can't handle girl love. It's like, oh, you can watch yaoi anime, but when it comes to Yuri anime, you're like, oh, back the fuck up. We ain't watching that shit. And it irks me because for a show like this, there's no freaking way I'll be your lover unless it's so good that it got another sequel to it. And I'm one of those guys who believe like, okay, I feel like it should be because I'm still waiting for Citrus. And Citrus is one of the greatest Yuri animes ever lived in my eyes. My favorite Yuri anime is Citrus. I wish it got a second season. We didn't get that. We got a manga called Citrus Plus. We got Citrus and Citrus Plus. I mean, I got all volumes, but still, we still waiting for a season 2 of Citrus. I'm still waiting for another Blooming to You. This right here is getting another. I'm not hating this show. But I'm glad people in the community is proving that this show needs another sequel. So much so, a rating this week got a 9.8, surpassing other shows this week. Not only that, it got merches and all that. This show is freaking golden. Freaking golden, y'all. And I'm glad to get another sequel. Because last week was Anji-san's moment, and she's one of those breakout characters who step up to the plate. Now we're in this last episode where we're like, oh my God, there's more to it. And guys, I was in shock mode when I saw it. You know, I saw this at work yesterday and I couldn't get a chance. I was too tired to cover it because I was at work. I was too tired. But after watching this episode, guys, I legit wanted to sit down bright and early to discuss how I feel about this show. And there's not one bad episode that I can say this show sucks. But after watching this, it was like, yo, I can't wait. I gotta talk about it. So, yeah, I'm gonna miss work for this one. But yeah, let's get right to the review of There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless, episode 12. Okay, now, this is the last review, guys, of this Yuri anime, but don't worry, it's coming back in November. So, the next 5 episodes, so we're gonna get to that. So, episode 12. You know something, guys? Ajisai has broke out of, I won't say broke out of character. She's one of those well-developed characters we have ever seen. She went from quiet to like open up expressions. Like she's always been like the quiet or the danderes of the group. And now that she's got the confidence thanks to Renako, she stepped up. Now we have some funny clips like Renako got home all tired out from hanging out with Anji-san for 3 days. But I was surprised they were gone for like 3 days. But we got to see Anji-san's mother for the first time. And you know what's funny? We've seen right now all the moms. We seen Anji-san's mom. We see Satsuki's mom with the black hair. We see Renako and Mai's mom in the past. And out of all those 4 moms we have seen, the question is, who is the best looking mom? And I'm gonna have to say this. Satsuki with the black hair, that's the best looking mom I've seen. Look, all the moms are great. But the one mom that stood out the most is Satsuki, because when you look at her, you literally like look at her, you're like, that's your sister. No, that's her mom. She's one of those like, oh my god, that's your mom? Like damn. But out of all the moms, Satsuki's mom is like the hottest mom out of, like, don't get me wrong. I saw Ren's mom and mine, Satsuki and Ajisan's mom. They like, oh, look good. But when I look at Satsuki's mom, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, there's damn and there's like, wow. But damn. You know what I mean? But that's here or there. Anyway, after Ren come home, her sister like being a sister, like, you didn't give me a souvenir? Okay, I'm telling you, mom. And it was so funny, that thing. So Anji-san went over to Ren's house, and Ren thought she got everything prepared, but she only stayed to apologize, and giving her and helping her out. But that scene where Anji-san was crying, she was crying. Didn't know why, because Ren was giving her confidence, saying like, if you need me, I'll be there for you. And you got to go back to like all those times when she's like, you're an angel. Like, you're my angel, whatnot. And you see the little confidence. You see like the teary-eyed conflict coming in. But again, it's the relationship with her and Renako and Mai. Because again, Mai told her that I'm in love with Renako, which causes that kind of like bottle hold up inside of Anji-san. So when Anji-san meets with her old friends, hanging out as usual, she sees Mai. And then Mai and Anji-san was having like a little small date. They wanted to hang out. They want to hang out in the aquarium. And that was more like an aquarium date going on. It was like an aquarium date. Also, I like Renako just going back to her usual self, playing video games. They don't have to deal with the harem drama that it is. And then, going back to what I said, Anji-san and Mai were having that aquarium date, and they all express how they feel about one another, and expressing what they meant for how Ren or Renako felt for them, in a way to understand, like, if you love someone, just say it. Don't hold back. I won't get mad if you love this person or not. They was kind of like, she want Anji-san to be open-minded. She wants Anji-san to be open. Mai don't want Anji-san to be left out. Anji-san to be left out, all that. So to a point where, if she hold it up, it's like holding a grudge for the rest of your life. She wants her to understand love. Love works in mysterious ways, guys. But if Anji don't have the confidence to what she got to say, it's a mess. It's gonna be leading to like the future where she all be, damn it. It's gonna be one of those things you're like, damn, I wish I would have said it. Then after that aquarium date that Mai gave her confidence, after 12 long episodes, she finally said it. She finally said it to Anji-san. Finally said it to Renako. I'm in love with you. Now, we've seen hints that there were some, Anji-san Ren ship. Now, do I ship that? Now, this is where the shipping wars comes in, guys. This is where the whole shipping wars come in. Me personally, that's my second ship. I don't have a problem with that ship. It's not my worst ship, but it's my second ship. I personally ship Ren and Mai ship. That's my ship. That's my Yuri ship. I do ship that. I'm not even going to argue with that. That's my ship. To the core. That's mine. Because Mai and Ren, they kissed like, 8 times? I think it was like, 8 times they kissed? At times, I'm like, wow, this ship is going to be real. Now, Anji-san and Ren, they didn't kiss, not once, but you could feel the vibe of them going out. And then when Anji-san said, I love you, please go out with me, Ren just automatically said, oh, okay. Not shy, not getting a reaction that normally when Satsuki and Mai confessed her, she got that, huh? She get that reaction. But when Anji-san did it, it was like, Ren already loves Anji-san because she's like the purest of them all. She's like the purest girl out of the 5. And for Anji-san to confess her feelings, she's like, I'm in love with you, kind of open a window for Ren to come out and say, oh, okay. And then my just said, huh? Automatically, my mind just went, huh? Because again, reaction time. When Ren confessed to Ajisai, it was like, oh, okay. But she didn't freak out. When Satsuki confessed to Renako just like, huh? That kind of thing. But when Ajisai did, it was more like, because it's her. You see what I'm saying? Mai's reaction did not suspect that reaction from her because Mai know how Ren would react. But because she reacted like that, it was like not bound to happen, but we all know it was gonna happen. Now I do like the ending where they show all three of them in the photo. Remember they took a photo together? It was real nice to see. But still though, is that ship canon? I don't think so, because again, how you gonna end it like that? The way I see it, look, I don't read the manga, but damn it, I may have to read it. Because there's no freaking way you're gonna end it like that with that ship that is canon, but I don't believe it's canon because that's not canon. That is not canon. Like out the blue? No. First of all, let's be honest. Kaho, the light blue hair girl, she's gonna get a story because there's no freaking way you're gonna end it like that. We don't even know Kaho. We don't know if Kaho has a thing for Renako yet. We don't even know. I feel like it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna wait it out and see. But my point is, Satsuki, Ajisai, and Mai, all three of them have like Ren. So now we're gonna see where the table has turned. We gotta see this table. But I don't believe this ship is canon yet. There's still more to come around, which is why in November we're getting 5 more episodes 13 to 17 of it, which I've heard on X that we're gonna get more. So I can't wait to see this. I have never been more happy to cover this Yuri anime because again, Yuri anime needs some love. Not always. Yuri animes don't get like a season 2 if because of the popularity. But now that this show has been trending off the wheels since the first episode, getting more ratings and views every time, this is why it's getting more. And I respect this show. And you know what? I'm gonna post my review of this on X because this, for those of us who's a fan of this show and who have read it, need to understand this is golden. And I truly believe this is. But overall, this was a very good episode. I mean, literally a good episode. We finally got to see Ajisai being the most developmental character in this entire season. Of all the 5 girls, who's most developed is Ajisai. Ajisai has stepped up her plate because she finally confessed to Ren since the since the camping thing, since her arc. But again, if you go back to before her arc, she has been kind of quiet, don't know what to do or what to say. But now we've seen her develop more time. She has stepped up the plate more than ever. And I do respect that. And it's not like one girl I find in this show worthless or useless. I have not found one. Each of them have their own personalities, and I do applaud for that. You can't hate it. You can't hate it. So I will give this show a freaking 9.5 because this is gonna be great. This is one of those Yuri animes you have to watch. Guys, I understand you guys don't like rom-coms or Yuris, but if you guys sit down and watch this show, you get to see how beauty the animation is. You get to see how beauty conflict between all this Yuri-ness vibe. You get to see fan service vibe, but still, this is one of those Yuri animes that it needs to be recommend for everybody who needs to understand. Like, if this show is so good, like if you recommend what a Yuri anime is, recommend this show. Like you can say Citrus, Bloom Into You, Sakura Trick, but please recommend this show. So thank you for watching my review of the show. I look forward for the other episodes of this, and I'll see you soon.